Hey Ranger fans, we're here with head coach Matt Walter the day after last night's tough 31-28 loss for the opening game of the 2017 season. Coach Walter, first off, just your overall thoughts. You've had some time now, a long bus ride home, got back just before 6 a.m. From what I've heard, long trip home. Just you've had some time to collect your thoughts now, so what'd you think about last night's game?
Oh, there's a lot of things we can take away from last night's game and the whole trip in general. I'm really proud of how our kids handled the adversity of having to move the game, a road game at that, having to move everything up. Literally the day before we had to leave, we found out we were going to move the game up. So we had to combine basically 2 days into one. A lot of long nights for the coaching staff. Thought our coaching staff did great adjusting. Thought the administration did great helping us out, getting rooms, hotel rooms, meals moved, all things like that. Buses changed. You know, there's a lot that goes into a trip.
It's a process.
It's a process, yeah. It's a big process, especially when you got a travel party of 80 people. It's there's a lot of things that go into it. So I thought our kids handled that really well, really well. I thought our attitude was great the whole time, the whole trip. I mean, they had fun, which I want them to enjoy the experience of traveling. And we had a lot of new guys that traveled with us for the first time, so that was good. You know, the outcome of the game isn't what we wanted. You know, I watched a film and they're saying the same thing, I'm sure, that they had a lot of missed opportunities, but that's what we had, a lot of missed opportunities. I thought they played hard and fought till the end. In the past, you know, sometimes we'd let things snowball, and that didn't happen. You know, our defense bowed its neck. We had that muff punt, and then the defense just bowed its neck, and they ended up with a missed field goal. So that in the past has not happened. You know, we've been snowball. It would turn into a snowball. So there's a lot of positives with that. I thought offensively, we had 2 3-and-outs, which hurt us in the first half. Other than that, we had 9+ play drives every drive. So when you can do that every drive, you're gonna be real successful. So we ran the ball real well, which I was hoping we'd be able to do. They threw a front at us that we didn't practice for. They ended up throwing a bare front to us, and our young O-line, we have a really young O-line with just one senior and 3 new starters. They did a great job of adjusting to it. We still ran 4.6 yards a carry with a defense that basically was selling out to stop the run, which hadn't been the past. So they kind of knew we were going to be more run heavy. You know, it was evident that they had some inside information somehow. So that's fine. It's part of football. You know, they talk to people. Probably talked to the people up in Minot about Isiah and see what he was about, and they knew he was about running the ball. So, you know, we adjusted well, I thought, and he threw the ball real well. I want to say it was 19 out of 27, is that right? 19 out of 26, something like that. So he threw the ball well. You know, he had the one bad throw that was an interception. That was a bad throw. Yeah. But Horatio was wide open, and we can't miss those. He knows that. He'll make an adjustment and do good. Fix that, but other than that, I thought his reads were real good. You know, that's basically a synopsis of the game. Like, I'm really, really proud of the guys for fighting. They fought real hard, and that's one of the upper echelon teams year in and year out. You know, they got 9 straight winning seasons. Hats off to them. They're a great team, and year in and year out, like I said, they come to play, and they got a real experienced offense with that quarterback and that tailback they have, both tailbacks, those 2 receivers. You know, and that O-line, man, that O-line is really, really good. So, and then defensively, they got a lot of returners back, and they got a couple interior D linemen that are really good. So, like I said, I'm proud of our guys, and you know, it's still a learning experience. We got to learn how to win and finish. We had a chance there at the end, and came up a little bit short. Didn't have much time. Had to use our timeouts on defense to make sure that we got the ball back, which makes it just tightens everything down a little bit. I thought we executed fairly well, you know, but at the same time, you know, we got a lot to learn from, a lot to improve on.
I think the biggest theme of the game from last night was just that fight that you just talked about. Yeah. And I think it all kind of started from the defense's adjustment going into the second half. You know, Ouachita came out. We knew they were going to run the ball. Right. But in the first half, for lack of a better term, they did it with ease. And then all of a sudden coming out into the second half, it was like a completely different defense.
What they have, like 215 yards in the first half? And
215 in the
second half, they had like 30?
Less than 50, yeah.
Yeah, like 30 yards, I think.
And one of them was on a 22-yard scramble or something.
Our defense made great adjustments at halftime. And during the game, they tried to make that adjustment, and just our kids didn't quite get what they were trying to do until we could show them really at halftime. Because, like I said, we really made that great adjustment at halftime defensively. Coach Gordon did a great job with his staff making that adjustment up front and really shut down the run, kind of, and they hit us over the top with that one post to Allie Freeman. And, we just –
there's not many teams that are going to stop that this year.
Yeah, I mean, that kid's pretty good, so.
Yeah, and then another theme was obviously Isaiah Weed, his debut, and you talked about, 19 for 27. More than anything, he controlled the game. He seemed in the moment. The offense as a whole, you talked during fall camp about the execution wasn't there. Whereas last night, aside from maybe 2 plays, the execution looked like it was there.
Yeah.
We got into a rhythm. There was only 2 drives that we were 3 and out. What was kind of your message to Isaiah after the game, knowing that was his first start in the black and red and just getting him back up and ready for this next weekend against Arkansas Monticello?
I haven't talked to him very much. I mean, after the game, I'm doing interviews and stuff like that and talking to, the coaches about different things. I didn't really get a chance to talk to him much. I told him good job. Thought he did a great job. He's such a composed person. That's his biggest quality. He's got all those intangibles, the leadership qualities, leading the right way in a positive way, and those are the things you can't coach really. The execution stuff you can, but he did a great job doing that too. He made some plays with his feet, made some plays with his arm. He can throw the ball. He's so explosive with his legs that, they were not going to let that happen though, and that was evident with how they were playing defensively. So they weren't going to let him pull and run, and whereas last year they wanted Reed to pull every time. They're making Reed pull every time. So Isaiah, they weren't letting him pull at all. He hardly pulled it at all. So our tailbacks did a great job. Coda and Jake Payton had really good games. Like I said, I think they did a good job. And Isaiah did a good job for his first game, and he's only going to get better. Only going to get better.
Good. So what's going to be the predominant message going forward? You have this. I guess it would be a little bit of an extended week than normal. You get filmed this afternoon, and then I'm sure you're going to
get one extra day from moving it up and
practice.
Now they don't play, so we're not going to get to see them.
Right.
But we can work on us.
Right. So what's going to be that predominant message this week, working on us before we start thinking about Arkansas Monticello at home?
Well, I think like the message I said to the guys after the game was, hey, we expect to win now. And it hurts when you lose, and I want them to feel that hurt because it just should drive you. It should drive you to be better and correct your mistakes. So that I think, that's going to be we're going to drive home that our culture has changed. Our guys act differently. They carry themselves differently. And that's what we've been trying to get them to do since day one. And it's really setting in. And those guys understand that we're a good football team. And the wins will come, as soon as we learn how to win. And that's the thing we still got to hammer home.
Yeah, but well, Coach, it was a great game last night. It was fun to watch. I feel like all in all, after you look back on it, it was definitely a success. Even though we didn't come out with the win, now we're looking even more towards the home opener next Saturday, September 9th, against Arkansas Monticello. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Come to the game.